So hello student, as we know in earlier video lecture we have studied about the detailed pin description of 8051. In this video lecture we are going to further start the discussion with the addressing mode of 8085 microprocessor. So first basic thing we have to understand why we need the addressing mode in 8085. We have to learn the addressing mode to know how data gets flow in between your architecture. What it means? Sometimes we have to access a data from a memory. Sometimes when we have to do any process at that time, if we want to specify the address, if that address is specified into a register and we have to specify that register in the instruction, that is what going to be the ultimate different mode. Sometimes inside the instruction we are going to provide the data directly, that is what going to be the ultimate different mode of addressing. Sometimes the address of any operand or maybe any data is present inside the instruction, it is also going to be the addressing mode. So here in 8085 microprocessor, in every microprocessor we have different type of addressing mode. But 8085 support 5 different addressing mode, that is register addressing mode, immediate addressing mode, direct addressing mode, register indirect addressing mode, and implicit and implied addressing mode. Before starting this video, before understanding this addressing mode, we first have to understand a few basics of addressing mode and why we need that addressing mode. 3 basic things is there inside the microprocessor. Whenever we want to store any data, we need a memory. So where we are saving that data, that memory have a location. So we need to know the memory address of that location where we are saving that data, and normally the data is called as a operand. So what is the meaning of a data? Data is called as a operand. Second, where we are storing that data? Inside the memory. Maybe that is outside memory or maybe inside processor memory. So inside the processor, as we know, we have a register memory. So we can save the operand in a register memory. Maybe that data is saved in a memory location, inside the memory, and that memory have a certain location. We are going to identify that operand by knowing the address of that operand, and that is ultimately nothing but the address of a data. Okay, so 3 basic things is there, that is operand, register, and address. From sometimes we used to get the data, that is operand, from register. Sometimes we used to get the data from address. Sometimes we directly specify the operand inside the instruction. So according to that, we have further described the modes of 8085 as we have discussed. The first is register addressing mode, second is immediate addressing mode, then direct addressing mode, register indirect addressing mode, and implicit and implied addressing mode. So first we are going to start understanding the register addressing mode. What is the meaning of a register addressing mode? In register addressing mode, we are going to save the operand inside the register, and we have to specify the register inside the instruction. What it means, whenever we are specifying the register into instruction, that mode is called as a register addressing mode. Means we are addressing we are spacing the register inside the instruction. So what is statement is exactly saying here, operand are present in register, and we have to specify register inside the instruction. For example, we have 2 examples here, move A, B. What is the meaning of move A, B? Whatever the content saved inside the register B need to get moved to a accumulator B. Similar, second example is there, that is add B. What we have to do in add B? Whatever the content is there inside the register B is need to get added with the accumulator, and you have to save the output into the accumulator. So what we are exactly doing in the register addressing mode? We are specifying the name of a register inside the instruction. Because of that, this mode is called as a register addressing mode. Second, we have immediate addressing mode. What is the meaning of immediate addressing mode? Whenever we want to process any data or operand, we have to process the operand, and the operand is present inside the instruction. It is directly given into an instruction. That means it is an immediate addressing data to be used is immediately given in the instruction. Whatever data we have to process is directly given inside the instruction is nothing but called as the immediate addressing mode. The example of that is MVIA. What we have to do? Move immediate data 20H to accumulator. This is nothing but the example of your immediate addressing mode. After that we have third addressing mode here, that is direct addressing mode. What is the meaning of a direct addressing mode? As we know, operand is get stored inside a register. Maybe it is get stored into a address location. If we are providing the address location directly inside the instruction, that is called as a direct addressing mode. What we are doing? We are directly providing the address of operand inside the instruction. So statement says that address of operand data is present in instruction. Example of that is what given here, LDA. Okay, so LDA, what is LDA doing here? Load data to accumulator. Which data we have to load into the accumulator? Go to a address location 1C00H. It is a address location, and this address location is given inside the instruction. So whatever data is present into this address location is get copied at the accumulator. So this is how direct addressing mode works. Now, very important addressing mode is there, register indirect addressing mode. There is a two type of indirect addressing mode, that is register indirect addressing mode and immediate indirect addressing mode. So here we are going to understand a register indirect addressing mode. So what is the meaning of a register indirect addressing mode? Statement says that in this mode, address of operand data is provided in a register pair or specified by the register. We have an operand which is stored inside a register. Okay, sometimes operand is stored at a memory, and at what memory location that operand is stored, that address is what gets stored into a register. So ultimately, inside the instruction, what we are specifying? We are specifying either register pair or register. Inside that register, we have an address of an operand. Ultimately, when we process that instruction, we are going to access that register, and we are ultimately going to get the address only. After getting that address from that register, we are going to copy the data from that address, and then we are going to move it to a register. It's little bit complex but very simple. Whatever the operand is there, operand is stored into address location, and address location is stored inside your register pair. That is what nothing but the register indirect addressing mode. The example of that is given here, that is INRM. What we have to do? Increment M. So increment the content located by a memory at HL pair. What we have at the HL pair, we have one memory address, and that memory address we have to increment. Similar, we have LDAXB, similar move A, M. So whatever content is present inside, whatever the address present inside the M is what you have to copy. So you have to reach a M register. Inside that we have address. From that address you have to get a data, and the data is going to get moved to a accumulator. Okay, so it is nothing but a register indirect addressing mode. Then very important complex addressing mode is there in your 8085, that is implicit or implied addressing mode. Some instructions are there in 8085 where we don't need to specify the operand. For example, we have there flag register. Inside the flag register, we have to know the carry. If carry is generated, you just have to provide the instruction. That time you just don't have to provide the operand there. Okay. So what is the statement of your implicit or implied addressing mode? They used to say that there are some instructions which operate on the content or the accumulator, which only operate on a content or on accumulator directly. We don't need to specify operand. In other addressing mode, either we are specifying register, either we are specifying data, either we are specifying the address of operand. But here we don't have to specify anything. Example of that is STC. What is the meaning of STC? Set the carry flag. Okay, in this instruction we have not specified anything, rather than saying set the carry flag. Then CMC, that is complement the carry flag. What we are doing here? We are just complementing the carry flag. So these are total 5 addressing modes available in 8085 architecture. We have studied in detail about this addressing mode. So in next video we are going to start a discussion with a register bank of 8085. You have to remember all the register and all the modes of your addressing modes of your 8085. Remember that, and according to each type of a register